this video, we're going to talk about Sebastian Vettel back in his Red Bull days. You can see Vettel pull out to the inside against the Force India, late under braking, and just gets past him with a really clean, swift move at the Canadian circuit. Here you can see him go toe-to-toe with the Mercedes of Nico Rosberg, wheel-to-wheel. Eventually, once again, just gets past him. And when it comes to taking on drivers one-on-one, he's usually quite efficient at getting the overtake done. Here you can see him once again late under braking. He's the last to brake at the corner, gets past that McLaren fairly easily. Because like I said, when he's in the Red Bull car at that time was superior to any car on the field, similar to how it is now, also better than any other car on the grid. Here you can see another corner. Once again, Vettel just goes to the inside, and it's a very ambitious move, but he just gets the better of the other Ferrari driver. Once again, like I say, when it comes to cornering and just getting past people, being the last to brake is typically how you get past another driver, and Vettel was a master at that in his pomp. You can see Vettel this time being a bit more clumsy, crashing into another driver who subsequently crashes into him. Bit of karma there for the German, but like I said, it just shows even if you have some sort of flawless streak like 4 championship wins in a row, an F1 driver is still capable of obviously making mistakes and errors, no matter who they are, no matter how good they are, even if you are a 4-time world champion. So it was a bit clumsy there on his part. But here you can see Sebastian Vettel going toe-to-toe with his then teammate Mark Webber, once again crashes into him, and it's a massive collision between the two Red Bull drivers. And that's what I mean. F1 is such tight margins. There's such a small margin for error, fine line between getting it right and getting it wrong. One slight move at the steering wheel and you're battering into your teammate. Okay, so you can see Vettel once again behind Webber, then goes for the ambitious move on the right hand side, and just another really clean sweeping move by the German, gets it done well. And it was ambitious to go to the inside when there's very little space between the car, his teammate Webber, and the pit wall, or like the pit lane area, but he managed to just stay within the lines and just get past. Here you can see Sebastian Vettel against the Ferrari, a very ferocious kind of battle between the two, but eventually gets past him. I believe that was Fernando Alonso who's competing against. Alonso was at Ferrari during Vettel's time at Red Bull, but during Vettel's Red Bull days, like, he challenged him in the championship back in, I believe, 2012. And yeah, but despite the fact that Alonso himself is a brilliant driver and was probably Vettel's biggest title challenger at times from 2010 to 2014, Vettel was still ultimately, superior. He still ultimately came out on top 4 times in a row, which is just insane. You can see Vettel against the McLaren, wheel-to-wheel racing, extremely close, tight margins, very, very near the opposite car, but once again he manages to get the move done, just gets clean past him, this time with no contact. Very efficient driving by the German. Because yeah, you would think when the F1 car is that close to another, there would be a bit of contact, but Vettel just stayed clean, avoided, crashing into the other driver and turning into him, and instead just, like I said, went past nice and fairly.